Hey guys, welcome back to the Feroz Moto channel. Today we have an awesome thing coming and it's gonna be a little loud. As you see here, we have two similar matching liquid silver Miatas. Here we have, of course, my NC3 Club, and here we have a special NC2 GT. As we can immediately see here, this is the power retractable hardtop. Really nice spec comparison to mine with the soft top, but we are gonna have some fun swapping out the exhaust. So it's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. Really stock, the sound is really good. I think the induction noise and everything is kind of fantastic, but with this car and everything, I want to have a little bit more bark and bite, and I think we're going to get that here with the Goodwin Racing solution. If you guys don't know Goodwin Racing, they've done so much research, done great jobs with the platform. Specifically with NCs, I find that they've done a lot of the legwork for a lot of owners, and I really appreciate what they do as a brand for other groups and everything. When it comes to aftermarket parts, they give you the real deal, honest deal, and they make a lot of bespoke parts for that. One thing I wanted to get is their bespoke Honey Progress Club Sport coilovers, but we'll still be end up working out. But sticking on to what we have in this video, we're going to work with their single exit exhaust. So they have mainly two. We have the single street and we also have the race muffler, and we're going to try our best to show you both of them here today. We have two Miatas, two exhausts. Let's get this started. So first we're going to talk about the back of the car. I don't believe you have to get this car all jacked up, thankfully, but let's take a look at what we have here. So already on John's car, he has it connected here with the single as it comes out here to the right. With this one being the race, one of the huge benefits is the weight saving. So I believe it only weighs like 8 pounds, so you're losing almost like 20 pounds from the rear, which is nice. One complaint I do know though is with the aerodynamics of the car, since you're moving the big muffler here, it can kind of create a parachuting effect on the back. For most people on the street, doesn't really matter, but for those track rats, you kind of notice that some of them actually end up cutting the whole rear of the bumper to give you better aero. But for our purposes and everything, we're just gonna enjoy what we have, give some nice sound. I know Goodwin Racing makes a bunch of solutions when it comes to all types of exhaust. You can go from the header to a mid-pipe to the actual out here muffler, but this is a simple solution to give you some good amount of noise, and I'm really looking forward to see the results. One thing I don't want, of course, is to have a lot of obnoxious drone, but we're going to find out and see how it goes. I know with the PHRTs and the regular soft top clubs, or just any soft top for that matter, they have different variances for sound and noise, so we'll see how it goes. I'm just very excited to try anything on this car, and we're gonna have the opportunity to get that started. So without further ado, we're gonna start working on getting this guy off, and I'll try my best to record the process. Stay tuned. Alrighty, so we're gonna get nice and comfortable down here. I heard it's actually extremely easy to get these off once it's already kind of started. I think removing the OEM box is a bit more troublesome than what we have here, but it seems like we only have these two fasteners that are connecting the exhaust there, as well as one of the hangers that go up around this corner. So John is going to kind of test out and see what size we need here.
Okay, so this spins. Now, what about the other side? What is that socket size? Is it smaller? Of course it's smaller. Why would it be not?
So that might be, what, 17 or something? Yeah, I suppose. Alrighty, so what we did here was we had a 17 on the back and 18 in the front. You want to make sure you have two kind of wrenches to kind of hold one in place while the other one is going off. Wasn't too bad once it was screwing off, and now we're going to work on removing the exhaust hanger. So as you see here, that looks like there's two holding it in each other's place. Really simple look. I must say this pipe looks really nice. Really nice finish and everything. So we're gonna get the tool on there.
Lifesaver, this tool button.
Yeah.
Provided I do it. There we go.
Aha.
Ready?
Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, one is out, and then the other one you can fish out.
Hopefully.
And that is an exhaust uninstall. And
get the good part.
Boom! We got it off. So here is the Goodwin Racing race single. As you guys can see, the muffler is way smaller. It's just a pretty much straight pipe with this little guy on top, and this thing is pretty rowdy. So this one come with a little baffle.
It's sold separately.
Oh, I see. So there's a little baffle sold separately that goes in there. It's currently in it right now.
It is. Yep.
Oh,
it
cool.
fits this one and the street.
So that's what's going to be taken out and put into the street.
According to Goodwin, it doesn't fit the Roadster Sports.
The double,
like the
super quiet cue?
Yeah,
okay, so it's only bespoke for these single ones, but pretty cool stuff. All right, now we're gonna put on the street. Alrighty, so here's a comparison with the street muffler. Right now it is wrapped up in all its glory, but immediately you can see it has a way bigger muffler section here that's gonna make it a bit more comfortable and quiet for those longer commutes. Regarding the rest of the design though, it looks like the tip is also a bit more beveled and bigger. I feel like the finish here a bit more OEM plus, but overall it's going to be a nice solution. And here's what Goodwin Racing also supplies with the new hardware and a fresh gasket. So looking forward to put this guy on. We're going to do, of course, a sound comparison once we have the street and the race on the car. And I'm really looking forward to having it go. So it should be as simple as doing the reverse of what we did before, putting it back up in the car. So stay tuned, and I will try to record once we're taking off my stock muffler, because that might be a bit more helpful than what we're doing here. So let's do it. Alrighty guys, don't have the light here, but John just fitted up the street muffler exhaust. I think he did a great job. As you see here, that big tank in the bottom. Very simple, just doing the opposite reverse. And now we're gonna work on my side, and I'm gonna do it myself. So let's see how hard I can struggle here doing the taking off of the OEM muffler. I do know that that thing is quite heavy, but we'll see. Shouldn't be too bad. Car is a bit higher, of course, because it's stock ride height, but it's gonna be worth it in the end, so let's do this. We are going to start on my side. I wish I was preemptive and PB blasting some of the bottom portion parts, but we're gonna try to make do with what we can with this PA Rust car. Thankfully it's not too bad in other places, but I'm gonna try to show you guys what I'm talking about. So we need to obviously remove this part here, and that might be a little rust welded, but I'm gonna blast it with some PB Blast solution and see if that helps. Alrighty. So it is a 14 millimeter to kind of break off these kind of welded nuts in. My shoulder is killing me, but thankfully we have a friend who's gonna help kind of do the rest of the work. I did PB blast it. It is helping tremendously, and we are slowly but surely working it out of there. But we are almost done. You can kind of see it slowly separating and dividing, and we'll be one step closer to doing that. So once that's removed, we can work on removing the hangers, and we'll do the reinstall of the new guy. After some a long conversation with this car, we were really trying to wrench it off. The last like 4 threads were like rust welded on, so trying to break it through even with the breaker bar was super painful, but thankful to my father's not rusty dusty, but helpful impact gun, we were able to zip it off. And by zip it off, I mean almost creating a fire with how hot these little nuts were, but we are now off, so now we're gonna work on removing the hangers, and we'll do the reinstall. So time to struggle again, but this guy's a bit of a chunker when it comes to weight, so we'll see how much it is to get it off there, but we'll make it happen. I'm super excited. Alrighty, so we just got this behemoth out. Thankfully, PB Blast came to the rescue with the proper tools. We were using the exhaust hanger removal tool. I definitely recommend you guys do that. If you don't use it, you're gonna be in for a bad time. I do know one YouTuber I know broke a thumb doing it, so please do it at your own risk, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, PB Blast the bottom ones, used the tool, popped it out, removed the flanges with, I said, the gun, and we slowly but surely shimmied this guy out. It is a tank. About, I believe, like 30 pounds, so this guy is pretty heavy. I think it's gonna be a decent substantial difference in the rear going to our new one that we have over here, so we can see the night and day difference with this single that's going to go in the back. So we're going to get it zipped up, and I cannot wait to show you guys the sound. So we're almost there, so close. We have this flange here. I did see it on the forums. I believe it's the G31521 something. I will put it right here, but actually I'll put it right here because I have it in my hand. This is the 31512. I got this from Advance Auto Parts, or actually AutoZone, and I believe this works. So we were just having a discussion on how to put the flange on the pipe. I'll try to show you guys. So here is the face. There is like a little offset lip, if you could see here, and I'm thinking the most practical way, of course, is to have the flat mating surface going here versus having the little gap. Won't really seal it that well. So I know it's going into the main mid pipe here, and that is a little recessed lip there, so it might work out that way. Once it crutches, it'll do a fine job anyway. So we're gonna go under here, tighten it up, and we're gonna have a first exhaust sound, so stay tuned. Alrighty, so we're down here in a good position. We just got the first hanger on, and we're gonna try to massage in the other one. I did PB blast this guy a bit to give me the best chance of having this slide and loop on. Don't want to scratch this guy up too bad, but I do need to get this to
fit in a proper way. So it's a satisfying feeling once you get it, but having it dead hang right now, it's a little bit of a pain. It's on sort of like, oh. And this is the beauty of this and this. Where's the flange? Oh, here. Boom. Okay, I think I'm somewhat on the bolt in the back. In. I got one, and then we'll just make sure everything is on properly. And then we'll just catch it with a nut. Little thread. Did I do this backward? No, I'm fine. We'll just thread. Haha! I got a thread. And then we got the other one. Thank you, John. It goes on this way. It's nice how much room you get when you remove that big box. Okay, finger tight. Finger tight, and then we're going to use the 2-wrench method to snug them on. So I think I done did it. Gonna have to play with the fitment here a tiny bit. I think we're pretty far on the way there, so pretty happy with that. All right, I'm gonna snug it up and then we'll fire this bad boy up.
Alrighty guys, we just got it all buttoned up down below. We can take a look at the results. We have a little exhaust peeking out there. With the club diffuser, it definitely hides it a little bit, but it means all business down here. I just did a nice little wipe down of it and it looks pretty spectacular. And we did remove the baffle. I believe Goodwin Racing had it in there when John ordered, he had it in there and it quieted down a bit, but I can't wait to hear how rowdy this thing's gonna be. Yep, that's it down there where we tightened the 2 bolts, and I just wiped it down. And let's hear how it sounds, guys. Hear this puppy purr. My hands are dirty. Let me wash my hands first. So let's hit it. Here we go. Time to piss off my neighbors. Great. Yeah. We'll see how it is on the highway, but but I mean, it gives that definitely nice little low town bark and bite. I am looking forward to it. We're gonna have to do a drive outside and see how it sounds, but first impressions, sounds good. We're going to hear the first cold start with the street muffler. Yeah, we are out in the open. Just want to say thank you so much, John Page, for letting me have the opportunity to borrow this sick exhaust. Automatically, the car sounds so much more aggressive. I love it. But here we have the 2 beasts in their glory, and we're going to have a good little quick sound off and show you guys what each sound like. So currently, the car's just slightly warmed up, and we just turned them on. But let me give you guys a breakdown of what's going on. So right here, again, we have the Goodwin Racing single race muffler with the baffle removed. And on the left, we have the Goodwin Racing single street muffler with the included baffle. So right now, here we go. That sounds really good. That's like OEM plus, nice low tone growl, not too raspy or anything. I think it's a nice, yeah, OEM plus sound and aesthetic. All right, let's hear the race on my NC3. Money. All right, guys, I'm a happy camper. We'll see how long I enjoy this nice and rowdiness. I will see if I'm going to test out with the baffle on the inside, but overall, I'm super stoked. If you guys, of course, enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys are running on your cars. I know the NC Miatas have so many different options, and I'm just gonna keep enjoying and having fun with this little pocket rocket. I think with the sound and everything, when it comes to having the auditory things with this car, it's gonna make it just so much more enjoyable, and I am so excited to see how this guy is long term. Huge shout out to John Page. Thank you so much, man, again, for helping me on this journey with getting this on the car with support and figuring out how to do this quite simple job, but it's always easier when you have some extra hands. So that being said, this is your host, Ryan Feroz Moto. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Feroz Moto out.